Hey, sorry I am late. So sorry about that. Had an unexpected call that went longer than I anticipated. I'm sure no one has ever been in that situation before, but okay, I know you have. I hope you've had a good day. We went out to go see the house today, and it was pretty exciting. I'm excited every single time. It's like, the is it called a backsplash when it's like behind, like where because the sink is on an island, so it's not, is it still a backsplash? Anyways, but it's like, on the wall, so I got to see that. And they put in like the sinks in the bathrooms and the sink in the kitchen and the shower stall that's installed, the glass doors things for the shower. So, just slow little things, and we did some measurements and stuff. And yeah, so I'm really excited. And it's like there's still so much to do. So much to do. But oh, get this. So today, because I'm going to be getting pulls and knobs, which I'm keep waffling on like what I want. But in total, there are 17 drawers in this kitchen and 37 cabinet doors. That gives you an idea. That's a lot. But I'm excited because I've always wanted to have like a really big, nice kitchen. And my entire adult life, I've had like Barbie doll sized kitchens. It's like where you're running into each other and there's just not enough space. And Monica Hayworth, she's my YouTube bestie. The other day, she sent me a message and told me that she had got an air fryer, or maybe she's had it. And she was telling me if I ever was thinking about it, I should get one. And now I'm thinking, I'll have space for that. I'll actually have space. I've never had enough space to have extra contraptions. There just was not enough room. And hello, everybody. Hey, AJ. Hey, Jessam. How you doing? How you doing? So yeah, next week, my husband and I are going to go. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much for the super chat or super sticker or whatever you want to call it. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Next week, we're going to go see the house again because, I want to go every week. We didn't go last week because I had my second COVID vaccine. And then we're going to go to this place that's local to look for some furniture that we're going to get for the boys. We were going to get it from this place, and unless you're in Houston, doesn't mean anything to you. It's called Gallery Furniture, Mattress Mac, and Mattress Mac is a great guy. And we looked at how much all of that would cost. I'm like, I think we could go to Hilton because Hilton's like Mattress Mac, but not quite as expensive. And so I'm looking at some stuff there because I want to get the boys nice stuff, but at the same time, it's like, wow, this could be half of what that was. And I think that would just be because there's so many other things we need to get. Not to mention stuff that I need to make your experience when I stream even better. So there's just like all kinds of things coming up, which I do want to get it's called Stream Deck, so I can have sound effects. And also I'll hopefully when we move sometime, I want to get a green screen so I can do cool things. And I definitely need a new computer. You guys, you have no idea how many times I have to just like restart this computer just because it just is like out of control. And I'm asking it to do more than it can handle. That's the bottom line, is that I'm like forcing it to do more than what it really should be doing. So I need a new computer. And I don't know if it's better to get like two screens, like dual screens, or like one huge ass screen where I can split screen. I really don't know what's the better thing to do. So I'm struggling with that. But that's something I'm going to need to get too. So, hey, if you want to become a patron, you know what? That'll help me out so I can get better equipment or super chat, super stickers, and those sort of things. What can I say? Trying to make everything better because I've invested back into my channel a lot. I have the lights, I've got this mic, I've got foam. The foam is not up here because really when we moved in here, it wasn't like no sooner did we move in that we realized we were going to have to move again because we were getting custody of the kids. So, never set up. But anyway, so let's see. Oh yeah, and I got this thing too, this screen, so that's something that I invested in, which I really think is pretty. I like it. You're saying 2 screens? I mean, and I have like, I don't like the monitors that I have because I can't raise them up and down. And I think that's a pain in the butt. And also something else that I do, I have to switch back and forth from my work laptop to my personal one. And I think I've seen, I don't know what to call it, but there's some kind of like thing that you can slide your laptops in. So they're like, up like this and they're closed. So I need to be able to figure out how to do all of that and make things look kind of streamlined, because everything is just, I've got too much junk everywhere. And again, I'm not even settled. I mean, I feel so unsettled. I think my husband and I both kind of like gave up, or we're just kind of like, meh, because I'd like to keep things like really clean. And here it's like, I just don't give a flying monkey's butt. I'm like, whatever. There's some hair over there from the dogs. Now it's a little dust bunny. And I'm like, I'll get it later, like, and that is just not me. But it's because I just always feel like it's like we're living in a storage unit or something. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but we know that there's no sense of permanence here. So it's kind of like, why bother? And I just, I mean, my bedroom, it never has looked like that in my life. I mean, there's boxes still everywhere. And it's like, I don't put up everything and things get dusty, and I just don't care because I know that I'm building for something else that we're going to be leaving soon. So there, your ex-husband has 4 3-screen panorama. Okay. He has 4 screens or 3 screens, panorama with a big screen TV on top. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a lot of screens. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what to do. And, the antibot, her husband, she said that, he could help me like look at the space, because I have a cool space that's going to be my home office / studio, but it's figuring out how to do all of that and then being able to get the stuff and everything. It's going to take some time, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither has my life been. So what we're going to do tonight is hopefully let me see, let's see. I thought I had that pulled up. No, I don't. So I'm going to probably have to do this and not share my screen, then share my screen so you guys can see this thing streaming. Let me go ahead and do that now, kind of, so that I'm prepared, because it keeps popping over in one spot and then it's like I can't get to the other screen, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And so let me get this set up. And I'm sorry, I was going to have this all set up before I popped on here, but I had that phone call that like went forever, which I needed to speak to the person. So, these things happen, right? I mean, life is just not perfect, and we just kind of roll with it or do the best that we can. Okay, so this little webinar thing, this little shindig. Okay, so it says, please wait for the host to start this webinar. So I'm going to go over with you guys some things that I learned since yesterday. It's been so long. But, when I did that whole thing with Mr. Matt Morris, I hadn't spent a lot of time, digging into like, who is this person? What do they do? Oh, let me move the microphone over here again. And the reason is, it's like, I really want this experience for you to kind of be just my live reaction to everything. And as I'm finding information, I just kind of do a cursory kind of like organize the tabs that I'm going to pull stuff up, that sort of a thing. And I'm not going to share my screen right now, because if this starts while I'm talking or something, I don't want it to get all kinds of, interference. So there's that. And I have a quick story to tell you guys. So this morning when I woke up, and I don't even remember what video it was, but there was someone who had to announce that they unsubscribed to me because I'm so boring. But then they went on to, I swear, it was like they left like 10 different comments. And I'm like, girl, I don't care. I don't care. You might think I'm boring, but there's other people who actually enjoy listening to me. Hey, Danielle, how are you doing, sweetheart? So it's like, it was just so strange. It's like, just left all of this, like, a big old hate letter. And it's like, okay, well, that's productive. I honestly don't understand why people do things like that. I really, really don't get it. I guess it's the internet, and you think, well, they're not real people. I don't know. It's just weird. And anybody who puts themselves out there You may have just heard a really loud sound and somebody went with, I guess, with a motorcycle or something in a neighborhood, but they're not going to be doing this when we move, but we're in the city right now. So this stuff happens. And now I totally, that just took me off my train of thought. Goodness. But that was a motorcycle. And so I'm going to just go into something else because I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. So yesterday, after I got off the live stream and everything, because I'm like, okay, let me just look a little bit. And there was a lot written about Worldventure and Seacret, how they spell it. I was like laughing today as my husband and I were driving out to go see the house. And I'm like, I mean, he must have thought I was a wackadoo. Well, he knows I'm a wackadoo. And I'm just like saying Seacret, S-E-A, Seacret. It's like, oh my gosh, these names that they come up with just slay me. It's like, they're just so humorous. Is it just me? But I think they're so funny because it's like, wow, you must think that's really cool. And, you're being really super clever. And I'm going, oh, it just makes me so uncomfortable because it's just so cringe to me. Oh, yeah, you're right. Some people have too much time on their hands for, all the negativity. But it's so great, AJ. I love it when people, because I get this comment all the time about how negative I am, and people are just doing something that they're having fun with, And I'm thinking, well, you people just don't really know anything about how these companies operate. And I'm not going to even try to inform them because it's like, it'd be easier speaking to a brick wall, I think. It's like, I'm not going to get anywhere. And honestly, there's enough information on my channel. And if you're not going to look at it, oh, it's getting ready to start. Okay, let me share this. And then I'll go over the stuff afterwards. Okay, make sure that I am. Okay. All right, well, I guess it's going to start soon. So I'm glad I had that up. I'm really glad I had that up. Yes, they do think they're being clever. Someone really thought about that name. And yes, I know they did. They did. Okay, Lauren said the worst part is someone really thought about that name and said this is the best name and so worth building a brand over. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they did. And just someone I don't know how to say the last part. I'm so sorry. I hope they didn't pay for someone to come up with Seacret. They probably did. Oh my God. And then they paid for the logo and everything. There's a little wave because see, and I just find it so comical. Oh, I don't know. It's just, wow. So now I don't have all of those tabs up. Well, wait, I can move this over here, can't I? Yes, I can. So, and pop that over and move it in so I can still see your comments and stuff. Because there is this connection between Worldventure. That's what Mr. Matt Morris was involved with, that we knew when we first started looking into him. And now he's with Seacret. I cannot say that without laughing. And I feel like such a child. Seacret. It's like, wow. Okay, so I looked at something and this was, okay, am I going back to the right time? Okay, November. November comes before December. I am so brilliant. I figured that out. Okay, so back in November of 2020, Worldventures, what Mr. Matt was involved in, the travel, MLM, confirms Seacret direct acquisition. So a merger of sorts. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been through a merger with two companies. And I'm not talking just MLMs. I'm talking about just companies in general. mergers they're not fun because there's just always these two sides, and one side of the house is like kind of like on the out, and the other one is like they're the cool kids sitting at the cool table. And it's very uncomfortable. So I'm kind of wondering, when MLMs do this, if there's that kind of a thing too. I mean, I don't know, because I've never been involved with that. I have been involved when there's a mass exodus and stuff, so I know what that's like. So I'm kind of just wondering about all of that. But I will say the Beachbody hunts, with the mergers going on and all of that stuff for them with Mix and whatever, the Forest something or other is the other one. I haven't seen anything, but I'm pretty sure that behind the scenes, if they're talking to each other, there's probably some stuff being said, which I would love to be a fly on that wall and be like, do tell, do tell. Okay, so this starts off in November of 2020. It says, after months of not paying affiliates and keeping them in the dark, Worldventures has finally confirmed it is merging with Seacret Direct. Worldventures held a corporate webinar on November 12th. You guys, I call webinars with these people, with, what we're about to see as a seminar, because for me, it's not a real webinar. My experience with webinars was actually very good and for instructional purposes. And I just feel like it's so janky now, like with all of their, like, look at our poop, buy our poop, join our poopy team. It's a bunch of poop. Just come on aboard. It's just, ugh. It looks like, with Nix. Oh, that's funny. You thought Beachbody was merging with Nix. No, Mix, but spelled very similar. Just put in an M, not an N. So anyway, they had this webinar on November 12th. On the call was the director of training, who for some reason was in his car wearing a golf cap. Okay, let's see. And in it, this is some of the direct verbiage. Over the last 3 years, we had some growing challenges. And while it was certainly not terrible, it just wasn't the same amazing growth we'd had for a while. And that's the thing. With there's a lot of companies, even not MLMs, that will come on the scene and it's a ball of fire. It's just like they just skyrocket, and then all of a sudden it just kind of plateaus and then fizzles. I mean, that does happen, sometimes really quick, sometimes over many years, but that's not an unusual thing. So what could we do? What could we do to make this better? What could we do to get out of it? What could we do? There were just so many different options that they looked through. And when all was said and done, about maybe 2 months ago, everyone looked at each other and said, man, there's just really nothing. Wow, that's pretty sad. Okay, let me see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so it's basically pending details is integrated into Seacret Direct from a compensation perspective. I'm not sure if we'll be publishing a forced secret review just yet. Okay. All right, so then in December 23rd, Worldventures files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So that's what happened, is that Worldventures was like, peace out. The news was shared with the company's affiliates on December 22nd via email by the chief operating officer. A press release was also uploaded. And here we go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Zoom. I'm excited for you to be here. We're going to get started here really shortly and deliver some information that might be for you, might not be for you, but I'm here to share with you something that was shared with me, and it really and truly became my life, became my world, and I feel very blessed to be part of what I'm about to share with you tonight. So I'm going to just do a little screen sharing here. If you've been right here, or you've been told by somebody who's super excited saying, hey, you need to get on and see what's happening and see what I'm so excited about, I just want to say welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from, whatever time zone that you're on. I am happy to be here with you. So a little bit about myself. That's me and my two teenagers. I have a 16-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl. We reside in Calgary, Alberta in Canada. And we tend to keep ourselves pretty busy between sports and school and all the things that teenagers do. My background is education. I have an education degree. I actually taught for 13 years when I got introduced to this industry. And I loved teaching. I had a passion for it, but I found when I had children of my own that I was spending more time with other people's kids than my own. And I just thought, what if I could have flexibility, some time freedom, and still yet contribute on the same amount to the household income? But I didn't know where to get that. Lo and behold, Seacret was exactly what I was looking for. I didn't know that this whole industry was new to me, direct sales, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. I had never ever entertained the conversation around this industry, but I'll tell you what, when I got introduced to Seacret, it definitely caught my attention for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Dead Sea mineral products. I knew about the Dead Sea and the power of the Dead Sea. And I knew that products that were made with the Dead Sea were good and they worked and they were healthy. And number two, the idea of earning extra really, really intrigued me. And to be honest, I just wanted some guilt-free shopping. I thought if I could make $200-300 extra a month and just go to the mall and do some guilt-free shopping, those of you who are on here and that makes sense to you, that was definitely what I was looking for, but it turned into so much more. So I was a full-time teacher, worked this part-time until it replaced my teaching income. And you know what, I got to retire 20 years earlier from my teaching career than I hadn't anticipated. So I get to be a full-time parent, have that flexibility in my life I was looking for, and not miss a beat in my kids' lives. So what I'm going to share with you tonight has given me and so many others a lifestyle that you just really, truly cannot put a price tag on. Now, I know for me, growing up, I got good grades. I went to university, got the job, got the career, but I was never ever taught about opportunity or entrepreneurship or what to look for when you were presented an opportunity. So how do you measure an opportunity? Number one, the right company, making sure that you are with a company that's growing, that has vision, that has true leadership, right product in industry. So you have a product that has a niche that's unique and that has repeat business, right? And of course, if you decide to go onto the business side of this, that if you are going to take part, that it pays you for what you're doing. And having the right support tools and systems. And for me, this was really, really important because, like I said, this was something new that I had never done before. And I needed that support of tools and systems to help me learn and earn at the same time. And then having the right timing, where you are in your life and where the company is, of course. So we are the lifestyle company called Seacret Direct. We focus on looking better. We focus on feeling better, and now just new experiencing the world. So Seacret has been around worldwide, all over the world, in little kiosks, as you see there. The story of Seacret is really what truly intrigued me. Isaac Ben-Shabbat, there he is on the screen there. He is our CEO, and he definitely, the guy with the integrity. We've got a family-owned company, and just leading the charge. In 2005, we had spas, the kiosks all over 40 different countries, 900 locations. 2009, we partnered with the largest skincare manufacturer in the world called L'Oreal. I'm sure you've all heard. They do not own us, they just manufacture us. And 2011 was the launch of Seacret Direct, and Seacret Retail, seeing where the world was going, and said, hey, let's get to that whole idea of online and the referral business rather than the brick and mortar. 2018 was a big year. We launched Life by Seacret, our nutritional supplements, and 2021 was the launch of our Club Seacret. So I've seen these kiosks when I was out and about in the shopping malls, and these products sold. And for me, when I heard that, I thought, wow, we're putting these same products into the hands of distributors worldwide, and we now get to go and share these and refer them and get paid for them. So by the Dead Sea, what made us unique was the Dead Sea. So we're 1,388 feet below sea level. The Dead Sea is the lowest point on Earth. I've had the privilege to actually be here on one of our diamond destination trips myself and experience this therapeutic body of water. It's visited by 1.7 million people per year. 21 minerals, 12 exclusive to the Dead Sea, which makes it so very unique. And Seacret combines the power of the Dead Sea with the largest skincare technologies, which is why our products work. So, your daily dose of vitamin C. Now, we see people who have been here from ancient history, like Cleopatra. Cleopatra got on a camel, she'd ride for days and days and days and days, and she attributed her beauty to the Dead Sea. Different celebrities travel all over the world to experiencing these healing properties of this body of water. We are also featured in many beauty magazines worldwide as well. Now, we are created by nature, tested by science, and experienced by you. We have over 70 naturally derived ingredients. We are hypoallergenic, paraben, and cruelty-free. And we have products from head to toe, inside and out, which is what I absolutely love about what we have to offer. We have something for everybody. Doesn't matter age, doesn't matter sex, and they're good, they're clean, they're healthy, and of course, Our Life by Seacret, having all the features of our plant-based, organic, vegan, non-GMO, sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy, soy-free, kosher certified, and we have our Informed Sport, which is safe for NCAA athletes, professional athletes, Olympic athletes. So I'll tell you what, you're going to hear more about our nutrition later on. So let's talk about our facial lines here. Just got to get this volume down here. There we go. We have our foundation, which is our basic line. It's our moisturizing line. It's good for everybody. Of course, it has our blends of Dead Sea minerals, herbal extracts, amino acids, fatty acids, and it's for everybody. Very, very good line. I definitely use some of the products from that line. Our Age Defy line, for those of you who are getting concerned about those fine lines and wrinkles, this one is for you. It has our peptide technology. And then our luxurious BioShield line. Now, this line helps address visible signs of aging due to environmental damage. Antioxidant protection promotes even-toned complexion. We've got the Ferment 21. We have our red LJ, and it has been featured all over, winning awards. Now, here's some before and after pictures. I don't know if you're like me, but I like to say, hey, what do these products do for before and afters? We can see the skin tone, the oily skin tone here, just a completely different, natural, lovely look. And our problem skin, we have an A Clear, which is our acne clear line that is great for teenagers. And guess what? There's adults who are battling problem skin as well out there. We have 3 steps to skincare. We have cleansing, exfoliating, and moisturizing. And guess what? Exfoliating, step number 2, is actually the most important in our skincare. We need to remove dead skin to have healthy, glowing skin. And a lot of people don't know that. So if you're not exfoliating, I encourage you to do so. And we've also learned that this exfoliator, our mineral-rich peeling gel, actually grabs onto dead skin and actually comes off in little bunches. And somebody tried that on their tattoo, and we like to feature this because if you have old tattoos, before you go spending money to go to the tattoo parlor, brighten it up, try our peeling gel. We are known for our masks. We have so many masks. Our mud mask, the clarifying mud mask, is definitely my favorite. We have a magnetic M4 mask that comes up with a magnet and literally draws impurities out of your skin. And we have so many moisturizing sheet masks that are also fun and really, really hot right now on the market. And these before and afters for Age Defying, I know I have lots of people who use the Age Defy line and their skin just looks and feels amazing. So of course, with that peptide technology, this one down in the corner is a 2-month before and after. Just incredible to know that that's even the same person, and that's after 2 months of being on the regimen day after day after day. Our Seacret Recover Mask. I want you to look at these pictures, and I'll tell you what, anytime I've downloaded this product on anybody, I've tried it on myself, and you definitely notice that tightness. You notice the difference in wrinkles. You can just see even skin tone, and we call this, we use a fancy name, or we call Botox in a box. Now, we can't claim that, we can't put that on the box, but that's what I like to use, because it literally, if you're going out, maybe it's date night, maybe it's you're going to some special occasion and you just want to look younger and better and just feel better, this is the mask for you to put on before. Our BioShield line, we have had incredible results. I just want you to look right now from the before and afters and just see the difference for your own eyes, what's happening here. This line has, is like magic. We all know people with dry skin, right? With their hands or their feet. I don't know if you know people with cracked feet, but summer is coming and we want nice feet. So that's our tea tree oil foot cream, and of course our mud soap and oil scrub on the hands, result after result. This little boy here, I know just by looking at that how itchy and how irritating that would be. Mud soap, body butter in 1 week, there's the results. No steroids, no medicated cream, just our wonderful products. And of course, we have men's line as well. All of our products are unisex. However, we have some specifically designed that smell like a man, and they are in black, and they say men, so we don't get mixed up. I personally love the men's power gel. It's incredible, and I've heard from guys who are shaving, whether it's their head or their face, that ingrown hairs that were a problem are no longer a problem, and just getting that really smooth after feel. We have a hair care line, and this hair care line, if you've got girls in your household, long hair, short hair, doesn't matter. Everybody raves about this brush. They rave about our hair serum. They rave about our flat iron. This is a line that is literally flying off the shelves. So that's our looking better. We can see by the pictures, and then I can guarantee you from our product, you are going to look better after using these. And now we're going to talk a little bit about feeling better, because I'll tell you what, when you feel better, you are also going to just look better overall, right? So when we're talking to people, there's 4 major health problems that people seem to complain about, right? Or there's issues with. Number 1 being energy. Maybe you hit that mid-afternoon where you're like, you just hit a wall and you're falling asleep. Good sleep, really good deep sleep, where people go to bed at night, they sleep all through the night, wake up and they're full of energy. People I'm talking to, I'm in my 40s, and everybody seems to be going like, I just can't sleep like I used to. And then trauma, whether that's, you get up and all of a sudden you're creaking everywhere, or you're aching and having discomfort, and then weight, where people feel really good about their ideal weight. Many people out there are looking to lose 5-10 pounds, some people 50, some people more than that. So those are our 4 major health areas that this line right here has been put together to help you in all of those areas. This is Dr. Howard Cohn from Southern California. He's the director of product development, founder of the Cohn Health Institute, treated over 50,000 patients, trained over 50 doctors. He's our product formulator and has been recognized for different awards. So I believe in, just hearing from him speak and everything else, that you need to take care of your body before you have health symptoms, before your body starts shutting down and breaking down. Take care of it while you are healthy. And this is one of my favorite products right now, and it's our Immunex, and it helps boost the immune system. So, question I always ask people is, what are you supplementing your body with to strengthen the host? And a lot of people just go, well, my vitamins. This right here is a product that I can tell you is absolutely phenomenal, and they've picked 10 precisely chosen ingredients that I'm not going to try to name because I'll probably butcher the names, but I'll tell you what, this has kept me and my family in tip-top health shape over the last few months. So simple system that Dr. Cohn has put together. Step number 1 is our shaken greens at breakfast or at lunch. These are, like I said, what everybody's looking for out there. And with the pea protein, our greens are raw, which means they're not cooked over 105 degrees Fahrenheit. People need more greens in their diet. Every single person. 1 scoop of these greens is comparable to 22 raw vegetables. So this is important. I believe absolutely every single person there should be taking more greens. We like to mix the protein and greens together as step number 1. Step number 2 is our recovery hydro FX. Our recovery gives that blast, that short-term release, and HydroFX is a more longer release. If you don't know anything about molecular hydrogen, I highly encourage you to look up on the bottom of the screen the www.molecularhydrogenstudies.com and get yourself educated, because what happens is it hits the saliva, releases gas, and goes looking for trauma. It's one of our top sellers, and it's absolutely amazing. And then step number 3 is our alkaline booster. And we say, take this before bed. Not only is it going to improve your sleep and raise pH after an acidic meal or a drink. So our body rejuvenates itself and while we sleep. So it's important that we are getting good sleep, and that booster is going to do exactly that for you. So here's some weight loss before and after pictures. And people just getting like healthier and shredding some of that extra weight on them. And of course, maybe you're not just looking to shred weight, but you're looking to just stay active and being able to keep up to your kids. I know I need to keep up to my kids on the ski hill, or everything. I want to go for hikes. I want to stay active, and these products do exactly that for us. So looking better, feeling better, and now we're going to talk about experiencing the world. I'm going to talk to you about travel. Travel's been a little bit on the hold over the course of the last year, but it's opening up. Things are on target to get rolling, and in the next few months, I truly believe that people are going to be on revenge travel, that they're going to be booking travel after travel after travel, and it is a $9.25 trillion industry. So we want to get on that and get rolling. And part of travel is our club Seacret, the good life. Are you living your best life? Are you getting to destinations and places that you dreamed of? Are you being able to travel the world if that's something that you desire? So we're offering 4- and 5-star curated adventures at exclusive member-only pricing, wholesale hotel pricing for members. So it doesn't have to be just travel, but it's the hotels where we can get discounts, car rentals, different things, wine clubs. We're going to be getting personal health testing, all those sorts of things, and those curated trips are going to be coming soon. So here's our booking portal that you can take a look at. It's very easy, very simple. It compares all the prices out there, so you can see some of these. Here's in Orlando, Florida, savings anywhere from $345 all the way up to $673 at some of these resorts. San Diego, again, savings, and they're comparing to places like the sites like Expedia, Priceline, and we're making sure that we are getting you the best price. Maybe you want to go to Greece and you want to save money going to Greece. In Canada, my fellow Canadian friends, Kelowna. Maybe you want to hit Kelowna for the summer. What can you save? Every place that you see, you are saving. Banff and Canmore, I personally booked at Banff a couple weekends ago and saved myself money. So, as I said, curated trips. Find out where is it that you want to go? Is it the Maldives? Is it Dubai? Is it Greece? Is it the Bahamas? These are coming soon, and these are going to be customized trips that are going to make that are going to be rolling out the red carpet for you and having trips that are going to be memorable. Different places, again, fill your bucket list, make your list of where you want to go. Savings on wine clubs, savings on dining out, savings on concerts, theaters. Does that all sound good? I sure hope so. So we're going to talk a little bit here about what's happening in the world. For me, network marketing, direct sales was completely new. I didn't have any education on it. I didn't know any background on it, but it turns out it's a $178 billion per year industry. And what Seacret did is they noticed the trends and noticed what was coming, and they said, hey, we're moving from brick and mortar to click and order, and got ahead of the trend. So instead of the kiosk selling, like I said, we get to go out and share these products and get compensated for it. Now I'm pretty sure you're sitting back saying, this all sounds great. I love to be able to look better. I love to be able to feel better. And I would love to be able to experience the world, right? Now, there's also another portion of this. If you choose to take advantage of our compensation plan and become an agent and earn money doing all three of those things, but actually putting money in your bank account as well. For me, I got started, like I said, I was a teacher. I just wanted extra on top of what I was already doing. And it turned out to become my full-time thing. And it turned out to be what I dreamed of always getting. And I just didn't know how to get it. I didn't know what was out there that I could leverage my time. I could leverage teamwork. So we're going to go through how we can get paid here. Of course, there's earning statements. Not everybody has, what you put in is what you get out, right? So you're going to see, people earning from different amounts from low to high. Again, it's for everybody. It can be just the very little extra that people want for vacation time, to put away for kids funds, to turn out to be somebody's full time and replace their full-time salary like it did for me. So how do we get paid? VIP customers, as you go out there and share your products and you sell to people that purchase from you, you earn 20 to 30% and 20% free product credits. So what I love about this is not only are you earning a commission check, but you're also getting your own products for free. So your personal use becomes free, or however you want to use that. Now, an example here is 10 VIP customers spending $200 is $2,000, right? You would earn $600 and $400 in free product. How cool is that? We also can earn on mission bonuses. So as we bring people in and we share with them and we sign them up as agents and we sponsor them, we help them get to mission 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to see here, we get compensated very well on helping people from the company. So when we help a new agent hit mission 1, they get a $50 product credit. When we help them hit mission 2, they get more product credit, and mission 3. And as the sponsor, you get mentor bonuses up to $120. Third way that we get paid is something called team commissions. And this is the beauty. I am all about team. Everybody with huge, success and fun and being able to make memories and build empires comes with a team. And I always ask people, would you rather do 100% of the effort, or would you like 100 people doing 1% of the effort, right? So we have something that is, we earn 15% of team sales commission. So our commissionable volume, which gets paid weekly. We work on a binary match, 300 CV and a 600 CV we would cycle, and that would pay out up to $45. And then you can see as these numbers grow, what that looks like for numbers. And we have a cap here per week at $25,000 per week. We have our fourth way, which is check match. This is a really great way. We get 4 generations of check match, 20% on our first generation, 10 on our second, third, and fourth. So as we help bring people and sponsor people into the business and help them and show them the way, because again, this is a team business. We don't bring you in and let you float on your own. We're here to help you. The company pays you. So if you bring somebody in, 2 people, one on your left, one on your right, because we grow 2 teams, and each of those people make $1,000 in team commissions in that month, you would earn 20% being your first generation, which is $200 on each person, and that's $400. We are not taking money from their check. The company is paying on top of the commissions to that person. So I want you to think of that per month, turn that into weekly, and how that can really and truly grow. We have our fifth way, which is our one-time rank up bonuses, starting at bronze, $250, all the way up to Crown Royale at $1 million bonus. This gets me excited anytime I hear bonus, because as a teacher, I never had an option or a chance to even earn a bonus. So this is super cool. We have a lifestyle bonus. This is probably my favorite. And this gets paid every 4 weeks for maintaining the rank that you're at. And I know for me, I have been able to take this money, put it away, buy a family boat, get myself a fun car. And this is for whatever you want. You can put it towards retirement. You can put it towards children's education. You can put it towards vacation. You can put it to a vehicle. The money is yours. It goes in your bank account. You put it to where you want. Our vacation bonuses. This is like icing on the cake. Seacret takes us on absolutely amazing exotic incentive trips. I know personally myself, I have been taken to Greece, to Israel, to Fiji, to the Bahamas, Mexico multiple times. We have been around the world, to Hawaii, and me and my kids have been able to experience this. And I'll tell you what, exotic trips are amazing, but they're even more amazing when they're paid for, right? So that's a really great opportunity. And we have a diamond bonus pool that gets paid monthly. Now, you might be sitting here going, hey, this all sounds great. I love the products. I want to look better. I want to feel better. I certainly want to experience the world for free, right? But how? I mean, I remember myself looking, going, I don't know how to do this. I was a teacher. I only know how to talk. That's what I went to school for. That's what my university degree was. I found out very quickly that we have systems in place, and we have a training system. The more you learn, the more you earn. And I got to learn and earn at the same time. I didn't have to take 4 years like I did for university, educate myself, and then get paid after 4 years. I got paid the night I got started with Seacret, and you can too. We have Mark Cassetta, who is known for his expertise in the training. He has helped create 6-figure, 7-figure income earners in different network marketing companies, and we get to work alongside with this guy. He is going to be at our next conference, which is coming up next weekend at Elevate in Texas. So the timing couldn't be better to get started right now. Where's that timing for you in your life? Do you have what you want in your life? Where the company is, I can tell you, we are in a great position right now. We are just getting things rolling. We are going all over the globe. We are going to secretize the world. Now, to become a secret agent, what does that look like? $49 in the US, $59 in Canada. That's your yearly agent fee. And of course, you definitely want to equip yourself with products. I know firsthand, the more products that you have that you can try, test, feel, get your own product testimonial from, the easier this business is going to be for you. So I got the Have It All package, which gave me absolutely everything to try. I want you to get in where you fit in. Talk to the person who invited you, get back with them, sit with them and say, hey, where do I fit in? Where can I get? Push yourself to get enough product and get started. So we have also our Club Seacret. When we're talking about experiencing the world, how do we experience the world? How do we get part of that wholesale travel, wholesale discount memberships? This is our Club Seacret, which is the good life. So $65 US a month, $75 Canadian a month. We can bring that down. We have a traveler's pack. When you purchase this traveler's pack, which is our duffel bag, which makes you part of the Founders Circle, which is $300 US, 343 Canadian. Not only do you get all these products that are in this bag and you become part of the Founders Circle, your monthly membership also decreases from 65 to 50 US and from 75 to 57 Canadian a year. That's over $195 per year savings. So I don't know if you're like me, I certainly travel at least once a year, but think year after year after year, the savings that you are getting with that. So this is Seacret. This is the lifestyle company. We are about people. We're about community. We're about networks. We are about team. We are about products. We have our skincare, hair care, body care. We have our nutrition, and we have places to go. Now, you might be here saying, "Hey, let me get going and let me get started. I want to get signed up right now." But I encourage you, get back to the person, let them know where you are. If you're that person that is saying, "Oh my goodness, I need to be part of this," let them know. If you're somebody that's going, "This sounds interesting, but I have a few more questions," let them know. And maybe you're going, I certainly want to try these products. I definitely want to be a customer. Go let them know. Just let them know where you stand, wherever you are, however you choose to participate. I want to welcome you to the lifestyle company called Seacret. I know for me, it's completely changed the direction of my life. I would never be and doing the things that I can do today if it wasn't for Seacret. And I hope that you come on this journey with us. Thanks for being here and thanks for listening.
Wow. So no ability to ask questions. No ability to ask questions. That always irritates the stink out of me. Dave, I don't know if you saw my message to you, but I asked if you would like to come onto the stream so that you could talk about the document that you sent me, which is the Worldventures stuff. Oh crap, did I close out of the things? No, I don't. Nope, there they are. Okay, let me move them back over here. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some of my reactions to this. Of course, I could not write everything down, but we didn't get to see what people are making, did we? No. And she said we were going to, but we didn't get to see that. Okay, first of all, this whole kiosk thing, raise your hand with me. Raise your hand if you've ever been to a mall where there's those kiosks and they attack you. They're like vultures and they just come and swoop in and they don't want to let you go. Dave, let me know if you want to come on, just to text me where, all that. I can remember I used to work in Williams Tower. It'll always be Transco Tower to me over in the Galleria here in Houston. And I'd go over to the Galleria with my good buddy and I go to La Madeleine because I love La Madeleine. And there's a particular sandwich that I love. And I love the tomato basil soup. Anyway, but I mean, I almost like took a guy out at one of those kiosks. So I'm thinking this stuff is being sold at those kiosks. And I'm not saying that the products sold at kiosks are bad, but I'm saying I can't stand the salespeople, how they push all that stuff at you. And usually I'm not interested in what they have to sell. You dread them too? Yes. Oh, you're not able to right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. Maybe another time. Okay. I was hoping you'd be able to come on. So, I mean, I think my friend had to like drag me away because I was so irate because I'd already said basically leave me the F alone. And they just kept coming at me. It's like, take a hint, read the room. I'm not interested. Go jump in a lake. So anyway, I found that interesting. I found it interesting, the whole, bringing up pictures of celebrities, because these companies love to show for social proof celebrities. And there was also the mention of, athletes. And we don't know if people are actually using it that are athletes, but they kind of they make it seem like they do, right? And one of you said something about like basically all of the stuff that she's sharing, we can get this at Walmart. And I wrote something, I said, don't all skincare systems like make the same claim? And right now, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but Wayne Goss, I don't know if you guys watch Wayne. He's a makeup artist, and he's just such a sweetie pie. And I just love him. And he recommended something that's like good skincare, but it doesn't cost a lot. And I'm a firm believer that you do not have to spend a buttload of money on skincare to get good products, because number one, avoid being out in the sun. That's why I am the age I am. And I just, I'm not like all wrinkled. I know people much younger than me and their skin is in worse shape. I have avoided the sun and worn like sunscreen, like most all of my life. I did attempt to tan when I was younger. I gave up on that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just be Casper. I'll glow in the dark. I'll be transparent. I don't care, because I just did not want to look all completely wrinkly, like real soon. And I look back, and my mom, when she was my age, I mean, and my mom was very, very pretty. I'm adopted, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And people used to think that I was my mom's natural child because our feet were alike and we both have blue eyes. I don't know, just weird, and hair very similar. But I don't think you have to spend a lot of money on it. Oh, something else that I use is Burt's Bees. I don't know if any of you guys use Burt's Bees or not, but I love those products. And you just can get them at CVS, and you can get them at Walgreens. You can get them at most stores. You don't have to, break your bank account. And sometimes when like I've been in kind of, for the past several years, like after I was laid off and everything, I mean, my husband and I were just trying to like make ends meet. There were times when I was using coconut oil like as a moisturizer and also to remove my eye makeup. I mean, because I was just like multifaceted. It's like, oh, coconut oil can do so many things. So there are things that you can do that you don't need to get their janky products. And what I also did was I started just like Googling to see like what kind of products that came up. And you can find on Amazon, and I don't know how good the products are, and I'm sure you can read reviews, you can do research on them. If you want stuff that has the Dead Sea minerals in it or the mud or whatever, you can go on Amazon and find plenty of them. You can Google, you can find plenty of them that are not attached to an MLM. That always just kills me. And this whole thing about the health being energy, sleep, trauma, and weight. And one of you lovely people said something that you think the trauma was, did you say physical trauma, or did it sound like it was some kind of trauma, like maybe with your skin or something? I'm not sure. I don't know if I got that right or not. But I found that so weird that, all of these companies, they're always basically saving the world in some way through their products, And then this whole Club Seacret nonsense about these curated trips. And I'm guessing it is because they brought people over from Worldventures. And I guess that there's probably people that worked in corporate and brought that over. So now they're kind of like fusing the two. I don't know. Dave, if you know if I'm right about that, let me know in the chat. But I just found that to be odd. And I'm also kind of wondering about these trips that, she's gotten to go on. Are these those earned trips? And those earned trips mean, well, your airfare isn't paid for. Maybe they'll put you up in a, I don't know, a Hilton or something. I really don't know. I haven't looked into it, obviously. Oh, and I also wanted to say this. Okay, now she showed like the cracked heels and stuff. I'm going to tell you guys, I've got like some dry heels. I mean, they're horrible. They were cracked. They're awful. I've tried everything under the sun, and I don't care what it is. I've never been able to get rid of it. And so I've just figured, you know what? That's just the way it's going to be. I'll just try to make it a little bit better. And, there's been so many different things that I've tried, and I've just like, forget about it, whatever. And I did let you guys know that Dr. Cohn is a chiropractor, and I want to look this up because, some reviews came up for him on Yelp, and I couldn't get to everything. And some of them were glorious. And I'm kind of wondering if the glorious ones were because maybe they were some Huns, like, pumping that up, maybe fake reviews. I'm not saying they are, but I wouldn't be surprised. Dr. Cohn and Yelp. Okay, let me see if I can find this over here. Oh, he is on LinkedIn. Where are the reviews? Dr. Cohn, Yelp, Yelp reviews. Okay. Let me see. You can put chiropractor. Talk amongst yourselves. Why can't I find it? Oh, maybe it's the Cohn Institute, right? Okay, I'm going to look at this. Dr. Cohn. Why is it? Does your keyboard ever start just writing things backwards? Because that happens to me, and I don't know why. Okay. Okay, I found it. Okay, so you're on the website right now, and even though the ingredient list looks fine, they don't disclose percentage of active ingredients. Their products are super concentrated. That's the other thing, because they're products, and let us know, Lawrence, how much the products are, because they're going to be pricey because they got to pay all those little things out. So they're not, cheap. It's not the most economical way to go to get stuff. I know Seacret agents, isn't that just awful? I mean, I swear they do this janky stuff, and they're like laughing at people all the way to the bank. Okay, where's it? There was something that I saw. Where's the one that I saw? Okay, here we go. This was back in November. My appointment was with Dr. Oh, maybe I share this with you guys. Why don't I do that? Okay. Sorry, I got to look over here because I can't read over there. Maybe I should have flipped it the other way. Anyway, okay. My appointment was with Dr. Cohn, and it was very strange, weird, made me feel uneasy, and I won't be going back. When Dr. Cohn talks, it is very believable. He comes off super confident, and he talks with a lot of passion, and he knows what he's talking about. He says his office is a chiropractic office. However, he didn't even adjust me like a normal chiropractor would. He uses a technique called KST. Please do yourself a favor and look it up. It's very bizarre. Somebody look that up. Find out what that is, or send me a link or something. I want to know because I can't look at both things. Okay, most normal chiropractors think KST method is a complete load of crud. He kept saying, "Are you ready for this? It's going to be like a magic show." First of all, any kind of medical appointment should not be referred to as a magic show, right? Oh my gosh, it just makes me think of traveling salesmen and, the snake oil. That's all I'm thinking of. And he said, "We are going to find out what's going on with you. You will walk away with answers. Are you ready?" He also said, "Our bodies are like machines. They know how to heal themselves. Oh my God, think of this appointment as your body talking to me. Just me having a conversation with your body. Like what? Our bodies do not talk. I told him about my mental emotional ailments and about some other digestive issues I had. He used the KST testing for everything. During the middle of his testing, I started to get very skeptical. Apparently, the testing told him that I was highly sensitive to radiation. Like what? He left the room and came back with multiple supplements. Oh, I bet you anything he's showing the secret. He had me hold the tiny vial of radiation in one hand and each supplement on top of it to see if my body would respond. Oh my God, to the supplements. He tested each supplement by placing it in my hand and doing the KST arm muscle testing. Excuse me. He told me my body would react a certain way when it needed that specific supplement. He gave me 3 supplements that he said my body needed. Oh my gosh. And so this is the person that's developing their crap. That has to be the most inaccurate form of testing to see if someone needs a supplement. Oh gosh, I snorted, you guys. That is hilarious. In regards to my mental emotional ailments, after we were done discussing them, he sprayed a mist over me and said, that should make you feel light and good. Oh my God, you will see immediate results after the first appointment. Needless to say, I left the appointment feeling more anxious than when I showed up. The entire thing was bizarre and almost like a voodoo spiritual type of thing. I'm a believer in Christ, and it made me feel extremely uneasy. I left with a gut feeling like I should not be seeing him as a doctor. So I stuck with my gut feeling and will not be going back. Well, I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist, agnostic, something like that. And if anybody did all of that to me, I would be leaving feeling more anxious than ever as well. I think you guys would too. I mean, holy crap. Yes. Okay. Dave just said, the Seacret has some enagic vibes with their, oh my gosh, so 7.2 pH system to alkalinize your body. Oh, wow. I didn't see, I haven't really read that much about Seacret, but wow, this is fascinating and scary to me because it really seems like that this person that she was talking about is kind of a quack, possibly, I mean, all the magic and all you ready for. Did anybody look up KST, whatever the crap that is? Okay, I'm going to read this other one. And you guys, I'm skipping over the positive ones for a reason. I hope you guys know that because I'm more interested to see like what are the strange things that happen instead of like, wow, this was the best thing in my life. Because this is all sounding a little sketch to me. My experience was awful. On top of that, he introduces himself as a doctor when issuing a statement to the county. Well, I guess that is technically true, but a medical doctor he is not. His statement to the county was he doesn't believe in wearing masks and questions whether or not COVID-19 is a true pandemic. Go here to have your back straightened out, and in 2 weeks you will be get the lucky bonus of being on a ventilator so you don't have to pay his bill. Sounds great. Wow. Okay. Looking at the site, total quack nonsense. That's what I was afraid of. And see, that's the thing when they connect anybody who is like, a doctor to these MLMs. I'm like, okay, how much of a doctor are you? Number one. Number two, because I think I looked a long time ago. I looked at some of the Beachbody stuff and the way that I think they're like on a board or something. And, couldn't really find out that much information about them. And so to me, it looked like they were just being paid off to like have the names up there because I would not put that past some people in the medical profession to just be paid off for a name being somewhere. And I say that because you won't believe this story. So this was several years ago. I had gone to a doctor and he was really super nice to me for some chronic pain that I was having. And I was prescribed Oxy. I I did not get addicted or anything because I took it only like when I needed it. And he always told me that I never take the amount, like that I'm prescribed, that I always he's never worried about me. Well, he was basically, he's no longer a doctor because apparently it ended up being kind of like a pill machine, like pill doctor that you could go to, and him and like some other people, got in trouble. So that's why I say I wouldn't put it past some doctors doing some things that are unethical, because we know that happens. And so when it comes to MLM, I would think that they would be willing to pay people off. I'm just conjecturing. This is my speculation, me talking to you, thinking out loud. But it all feels a little sketch. Is there anything else? Let's see. Let me look on two. Okay. Oh, TLDR. Would you like me to read another one? You guys let me know if you would like me to read another one, and I will. Or if you would like me to go and look at the tabs that I have pulled up for the Worldventures stuff. So let me know if you want, I guess put Yelp if you want me to read another review, and put MLM if you want me to do the other tabs and kind of go through some of that stuff. Dr. Ted is a DC. I'm not, who's Dr. Ted? Korean specific technique invented by Dr. Ted Koren in 2003. Okay, I'm not sure what a DC is. Am I missing something out on that? Doctor of chiropractic, a chiropractic doctor, is that what it is? Not sure. So let me know what you want to do. Somebody put into the chat if you want me to do Yelp, just put Yelp. If you want me to go to the tabs, put MLM. But I need some direction. So I don't want you guys, I don't want somebody to, see something that you don't want to see. I'm doing this for you guys. And of course, I am highly entertained by all of this. And a bit horrified too, a bit horrified. Doctor of chiropractic. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Thank you very much for putting that out there. That's what I thought, but sometimes all the initials I don't get. Okay, so waiting for instructions. Somebody let me know if you want me to do Yelp or if you want me to do the MLM. Just, where do I go? Which direction? Don't know. Because I'm going to start reading this unless you guys tell me not to. That doctor freaks me out. I'm ready for Worldventures. That'll take me probably anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got something from Lawrence, so let's go and look at this stuff. Okay, so I started kind of going over on this. So that was the big thing, is that they confirmed there was going to be an acquisition. So now I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, I already told you guys about the filed for bankruptcy, right? So we know that happened. Which I'm not going to read all of this stuff to you guys, but oh my gosh, but look at this. Okay, it sounds like I don't think anyone was traveling. Okay. I don't want to read too much into this, but it kind of sounds like confirmation of Seacret direct acquisition is dead. Owed creditors named in Worldventures Services Chapter 11 filings include Titan Bank. Oh my God, over $4.1 million. Nearly $300,000 in withheld tax. Skykes, Budapest call center. Wow. Skykes and Shanghai, another call center. So basically about $500,000 for call centers. Amazon Web Services and wow. So they're owing some money. Didn't have it. Okay, so then the next thing, the bad blood. Bad blood between Worldventures and Seacret Direct. Why do I just keep wanting to say Seacret? I don't know. I just want to say it like that. Something strange is going on between Worldventures and Seacret Direct. See, there I go. Since filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, Seacret Direct has poached 3 high-level executives from Worldventures. Now, that's what I was talking about. Is that's why they're doing the travel thing now, is because they grab the execs. And they're like, now we can infuse the whole travel thing. We'll be so different than any other company, which it just sounds really weird. Now, in a communication sent out to distributors, Worldventures has confirmed there is no plan for a merger with Seacret. What is going on? Why do I keep saying it like that? The original announcement law in November saw Worldventures confirm full integration into Seacret Direct through a merger. Up until today, the status of the merger had been up in the air. After promising distributors he'd found a stable, resilient, and reliable business solution for them, Worldventures president Eddie Head jumped ship for Seacret Direct. There you go. There you go. I mean, again, they're able to reinvent themselves. That's the thing that I've noticed that happens is when these people go from one to another, they're just like repackaging what they've already done. I mean, I'm thinking of all the OneCoin stuff of how they've gotten the top leaders have gotten involved in other crypto things, or they've started crypto things themselves. It's like, yeah, you're going to give away all of your secrets. Oh, I just can't help myself. Oh my gosh, I have issues, guys. I totally have issues. At the same time, Senior Vice President of Global Sales, Justin Call, also resigned. He's turned up as a Seacret Direct's new Senior Vice President of Global Sales and Field Development. There you go. I mean, it's like, one collapses and it's like, what is it? What is the monster that has all the Hydra, with all the different heads? You just can't get rid of it. They just like attach somewhere else. Although news of his departure was only recent, turns out Mark of Worldventures, former director of training, has been poached too. Wow. I wonder, okay, now when I see director of training, I really wonder, are these people that really know anything about training? Because from the MLM training jank I've seen, it's like nobody knows jack about training. So I'm very curious about that. I would love to see, what their training looks like. I am just weird that way. Okay, on top of what we already know, Seacret Direct is openly recruiting Worldventures distributors, and that is not surprising. And you know what? The thing that I get concerned about are the people at the bottom of bringing them over just so that they're buying stuff. I mean, the people are at the top are just bringing their teams over with them, basically. And it's the people at the bottom going like, well, maybe over here, because they're already bringing in something that I know. And now I can add to it, these wonderful skincare products. Dr. Cohn was an expert witness in a case against a malpractice for a C-section. He seemed to be an unreliable expert as his testimony deviated greatly from his original deposition. It was thrown out. Wow. Okay, AJ, you're with me with a secret. I can't help it, because it just is so janky. And if there's no merger, why are Worldventures executives all turning up at Seacret Direct? Smells like shenanigans to me. I would say so, courtesy of a behind the MLM reader. Here's the full no merger statement from Worldventures. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, need to wet my whistle. By the way, this is off topic, but see this clock over here? I really want to get a sunburst clock, for the house. Let me know what you think of that clock, because there's a couple of them that I've looked at, but that one keeps catching my eye. It's not the exact one that my mom had, and I'd love to be able to find one that looked like what my mom had, but as a vintage one, it would probably cost a small fortune. So I don't know if that's realistic unless I found it in some, antiques store or at a resale shop, and they didn't really know what they had. But I would say probably with the whole like folks on mid-century modern stuff, it's kind of everywhere. That's probably not going to happen. But let me know what you think of the clock, because it keeps showing up because I like it. Thank you for being part of the Worldventures family. There have been positive developments for our company that may allow us to restructure and rebuild the brand. As of January 21st, we have identified a bidder investor for the Worldventures and Rovia assets. What's Rovia, I wonder? And filed motion with the court for approval. As of today, there is no plan for a merger with Seacret and Worldventures. Your back office remains the same, and all future sales commissions will be paid in full on a normal commission cycles. But I know they have had problems in the past with paying commissions. Dave, is that right? Because if you know anything about that, I believe that I came across something that said that. Efforts are already underway to identify and hire 2 great sales leaders, one for our international business and one for North America. So is Worldventures still in operation? Maybe I'll have it in the other tabs. I'm wondering, is it still in operations? Have they been able to, pull out of the hole they were in? As we move through the process together, we look forward to resuming our training events and rebuilding a great company with you. More details to come. Okay, that's a whole great big bucket of, you know what? Keep paying us. We're not really sure what's going to happen here, but trust and believe because we are family. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And I think it's just a bunch of hooey, a big old bucket of hooey. And so does Oz. If that's to be believed. Oh, look, see, there's a, mid-century modern down here too. Okay, sorry. I'd be tempted to the merger breakdown was a result of co-owners Dan Statement and Wayne Nugent not getting their way. That could be true. But then both seem awfully complacent while Seacret Direct guts their business and they're not even being secretive about it. Seacret's new appointments are being openly celebrated. Can't help but wonder what Worldventures non-executive creditors think about all this. I know if I was in that legal position, I'd certainly want answers, pending any more bizarre Worldventures executive poachings, but we're totally not merging. Update, stay tuned. Okay, so that's all of that. I like that table, but that's not the one that I really have my eye on. Just saying. Okay, so what's the next thing that I found? Okay, Worldventures sues Eddie Head, and he's the guy that was like in charge of Seacret. No, not in charge of Seacret. He was in charge of Worldventures. Okay, it's still going on. Chapter 11 is just a way to consolidate debt. I got in a Twitter go around with Worldventures rep who claimed it was genius. The company filed for Chapter 11. Get out of town, Dave. No way. Somebody thinks that's just genius. I mean, to me, that's kind of, oh, by the way, the native stuff, I love that. And Stephanie Harlow, she has a code. I don't know what it is. It might just be Steph or something. Great stuff. I love that line. I am getting so distracted. But, to me, the whole filing Chapter 11 is like you're kind of putting off what's going to happen, especially with everybody leaving and everything. And I'm kind of wondering, do they have any capital to really be operating? Because that could be a problem that maybe people are also leaving because they weren't being paid and stuff. I don't know. Just wondering. Okay. In their February 22nd filed lawsuit, Worldventures accuses their former president and chief of strategy officer of spearheading efforts to target Worldventures customers, representatives, suppliers, and distributors for a multi-level marketing business that competes directly with Worldventures. The unnamed rival is Seacret Direct. Wow. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. And there's Eddie. Okay, and okay. This may come across as being very judgmental, and I don't mean it to be, but just looking at him, thinking of what we're doing with the Dead Sea, I get a very big hippie vibe. Myself, I love patchouli. Patchouli is not most people's thing, and I never realized when I first came across it, there's like, oh, that hippies like this kind of stuff, and it's kind of associated with that. But I get kind of the breakaway movement kind of vibe of the woo kind of stuff. And now thinking about the whole KST kind of, stuff, I kind of get that vibe from the overall look from this person. It just feels like, a lot of the law of attraction type stuff, a lot of like natural healing. And it just makes sense to me. Okay, we'll move on. Oh, they're suing Seacret for breach of contract or breach of agreement. Okay, let's see. Anything good down here? That's good enough for me. Okay, this is the thing that I was talking about. Okay, I knew that there was a problem with the affiliate auto ship, so it's still a problem. And that's the thing with a lot of these auto ships, there ends up being a problem with them, and I don't like them. non-American here. What is Chapter 11? Chapter 11 is a way to, what's the word? To get rid of your debt. It's a way to get rid of it. There's like Chapter 7 and Chapter 11, I want to say, and I don't remember what's the difference between both. Dave, if you know, say it. But it's a way to like basically say I don't have to pay any of this stuff for a company to do it, and also individuals can do it as well. You go bankrupt, and it's just kind of like written off. And then the last thing that I had pulled up, Seacret Direct Review 3.0, retail finally a focus over auto ship. Okay, I'm interested in this because I'm kind of wondering, are they trying to put a focus on retail sales? Because from everything in her little presentation, something else. Look, I'm so distracted. Yesterday, I told you guys I got my hair cut. This is how much hair was cut off. Look how long that is. That's like 3.5 inches that was cut off. That used to be attached to me, but is not anymore. So I didn't finish with all of this. Okay. Okay, so we know that they can earn 20 to 30%. And I'll tell you this, looking on their products, you're not going to be able to make a livable wage just on the sales of earning 20 to 30% unless you're a bomb-ass salesperson. And if you've seen my video that I did about Beachbody, if you were doing Shakeology, I have some more numbers on that broke it down with other products. The amount of people that you have to get to buy that product, that's, like a store would be lucky if they had that number of people buying the product. There's like no way you can do it with just the product itself. But this whole thing about, getting product credit, that reminds me of Thrive. I don't know if you guys have seen my videos that I've done. I've tried to fill in the holes about Shanann Watts and what's really going on with MLM, because I did notice in true crime, like unless it was true crime rocket science, and he looks like doesn't have a background in MLM, but he has given like the best explanation, because most true crime channels just glaze right on past all of that, but it's a problem. And they also have the VIP customers. And, I'm thinking like the VIP customers, just like how Beachbody is introducing preferred customer and everything, that's a way to make it appear as if people are actually retail customers. I remember when my cousin was with It Works. This was before I was ever with Beachbody. And I decided I wanted to try the greens for whatever reason. And I saw like the price difference for me to get it like auto ship, which I'm like, I don't even like this crap. Why would I start getting something auto ship right away versus let me just try it and then I'll decide if I want to get it again. I think that whole thing of trying to get you into the VIP customer thing is really very deceitful. I don't think it's to the benefit of the customer, especially initially. Today I was looking at, oh my gosh, my Keurig coffee machine. I've tried to descale it and that sucker will not descale. I'm going to have to get a new one. But you can get the K-Cups like sent to you on auto ship. And when I read that, it made me very uncomfortable. And I think it makes me uncomfortable because of all the MLMs, how they rely on auto ship. Maybe I am just very jaded on the auto ship thing. I don't know if you guys feel like that, but I do. It just kind of makes me ew if I see anything on auto ship, because I'm not so sure about all that. Okay. And this whole thing, she didn't even explain what mission 1, 2, and 3 is. I'm presuming that it has something to do with their levels, which I haven't gotten into any of that stuff. And she did go into the team commissions because she seemed to be all about the team, because we know you can't make anything unless you are getting money from those team commissions. And same thing with the check matching, the team commissions, the check matching, all of that. That's what made me think like, yeah, the products are going to have to be way overpriced for all of that. And I'm kind of wondering about the vacation bonus. I'm guessing it's one of those things that you earn, but I don't have all that pulled up. I haven't found that. And something that bothered me as a teacher, she was a teacher. And what bothered me is she said the training is like, having systems in place. And I just lost it at that point, because systems, that doesn't mean that you've been receiving good training. And if she's anything like me, I mean, there are people like this, and Dave, I'm sure you can, and AJ, you as well. There are people that no matter how bad the instruction is, because they want to learn something, they will figure it out. And so I'm kind of wondering if she's that kind of person. Is she just kind of like, because I started believing that the training I was receiving was actually decent, when now that I'm like awake, it's like, no, this is crap. Because you want to, because, cognitive dissonance, you've got to make it, right in your own head. And the only way that you can make it right is you have to kind of agree with, like, yeah, this is the way to do it. And that whole system thing made me think of all of these other jank holes I've been looking at on my Friday Night Lives. So that just really annoyed me. And the whole learn and earn, unlike when she was going to school. Well, sister, I've got news for you. Most people now going to college, or a good many of them, they're working at the same time. There's a lot of working adults that are going to college at the same time. So that whole, because later you're going to earn, that annoyed me. It's like most people are working in some way, maybe not in that particular field, but a lot of people do. And I just think that's a bunch of crap, because what are you actually earning? How many hours are you working a day? How many hours are you working a week? What are you earning in the dollar amount, and how much are you spending? Because I'm kind of thinking that this whole, like the packs that she showed us, which the one was close to $2,000, and she's going to encourage people to get that. I'm wondering if they are expected, kind of like Thrive, to do some kind of like little sample packs that they like make for people, so they can send them to people so they can try out these amazing products. That annoyed me. And what is this fee? She didn't tell us what you get for this fee. I'm guessing it might be for the back office stuff, because, you have to get your own replicated website. It's just another way to suck money out of you. Maybe it's because now you can get the discount buying the products. Maybe you have to order X number of products a month, because she didn't really go into that. I've got a whole bunch of other questions, on all of this. I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of questions, and I don't know if we'll be able to find answers to that stuff. And I think that's very deceiving. I think the lack of transparency is very opaque in this situation, in my opinion. Don't know about that. One of my favorite series. Oh, AJ, do you like my Friday Night Lives? Is that it? Of me going through and the people and stuff? Because I find it entertaining. I find this entertaining, just talking to you, because usually I would go through all of this and I'd create a very, a lot of B-roll and everything, voiceovers and stuff coming up. But I'm wondering how many of these people right here were with Worldventures. I really wonder. There's Matt. We looked at him last night. There's our boy Matt. And I'm wondering if, this was one of the ones that was giving him testimonials. I'm kind of wondering how many of them are found on Business for Home also. Just curious, because I'm a curious cat. Meow. Okay, guys. I have gone through everything that I have on here. If you would like me to do more of a deep dive just into Seacret, put it in the comments and I will put it on the Trello board. And Dave is so helpful with all of my Trello stuff. There's so much stuff over there. I wish I had more time that I could, put out more stuff on this, because there's just so many different levels to go to through all of this stuff. And that's what always it kills me, of the amount of stuff that I can find. I'm fascinated and horrified. Each month you need 35 personal volume or 200 team. Is that the team volume, customer and personal to be active? Okay. So then and I don't know how much you need to spend to get that volume. So obviously you're going to have to keep spending, but you earn your free products. And I really think that their whole free product thing is going to be back to giving out people things to try, or maybe they do like little mini home parties or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm making stuff up right now. Oh, you want to know more about Seacret? Okay. I will put it over on my Trello board, and I'll do that right now. And that's something that I do offer to my patrons if they're interested in it, is to help me with my Trello board. And, Dave is forever helping me with stuff. Where is, oh, it's waiting for it to load, right? Okay. MLMs. Okay. I didn't spell like secret. It's Seacret Direct. Oh boy. Hot diggity damn. Oh my gosh. They accosted you. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm going to have to look at them because it's I think it's an interesting story. And now at least I have a little background on it, especially, now that we saw Mr. Matt. And I really want to know, because I think one of the things that I will do is run these people through Business for Home and see if I find anything. Because usually you can see like if they're in different companies there. I might not be able to do it with all of them, but I'm very interested. I don't know why I am so fascinated with like these top Huns, but they really do interest me. That's why I've enjoyed doing the Notorious series, and eventually I will get back to it. I keep telling you guys that. But again, I have all the time in the world to, be researching all of this stuff, especially simultaneously, because it takes a lot to put it together and to dig stuff out. But I'm just very interested in their stories because I think it's fascinating to know what their background is. I think it's fascinating to know where they started in MLM and where they are now and what that trajectory looked like. And I really believe that for most part, these people transform into like the MLM personality over time and really believe the jank they're saying to other people, which is just so awful. So about 4 or 5 execs in Worldventures moved over to Seacret at the start of this year. Yep. They still had their kiosk and were in the shopping center in Southampton. Really? Oh, I wonder if they're still. Okay, so I wonder if at these kiosks, can you like join their team, so to speak? Or are these actually really retail sales? Are there 2 different divisions of Seacret? I guess that's something that I'll have to find out. And if I don't come up with the answer, then maybe you guys can help me and let me know. Anyway, I'm going to get down on the go-go. My husband should be back soon. He went to go see the boys, and then 2 of his cousins are downtown. And so he went to go see them on the way, to come home. And he knew that I was going live with you people. And I've got to let him know, hey, I'm finished with my live, because I know him. Because I am like sitting in the middle of our home right now. He doesn't want to come home and disrupt everything, because Chalupa and Tamale would start going nuts. So anyway, thank you so very much for being here. And, next week, one of the things that I have coming out, what do I have coming out? I'll show you. Where is it? Because I can't remember which one I'm doing. My Creator Studio. Okay. That might take a while. What am I doing? Oh, I know. A video that's coming out is about money flipping. I have that coming out, and I'm trying to get everything written for another video that I don't know if this company is MLM or not, but the behavior of the person who created it is based in the Philippines. It seems very MLM-like. It seems very, very janky. So I have that. Hopefully I'll be able to get to. Also, I'm working on another one, which Dave has helped me with. And it's a company that has leveraged a tragedy. And so I'll kind of like bring in how Lavelle leveraged Shanann's death to make sales. And I think that is so completely and utterly disgusting. I absolutely do. Anyway, I am going to get down on the go-go. Okay. Oh no, you just started watching and it's almost over. Oh, well, Shannon, you know what, sweetheart? Just wait until it like has to process and you can, watch it from the beginning. Hopefully you'll be entertained. And I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm going. But you're so very welcome for what I do. Thank you very much for acknowledging it. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your support, showing up for me here and sharing your thoughts with me and interacting with me. I love doing these live streams. I really, really do. I have so much fun doing it. And I like getting your feedback, and I like it when you help me out with stuff, because I do want it to be that conversation between us with stuff. It feels more personal to me to get to know you in this way, if that makes any kind of sense. Anyway, those are two things that I have coming up, and I'm going to have to get back into the notorious thing. And I know there's another one that I've started looking into. There's two others that I've started looking into. One is World Financial Group, and the other one is Zaya. And the World Financial Group, the reason I'm looking into that is because my real estate agent, she was pitched for that. And I know always Marco, he's gone undercover there. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to him. And after I do mine on Worldventures, maybe I can have my real estate friend on and also Marco, and we could do some kind of live streamy thingy together. That might be really interesting to do, because he knows a lot about it and she's been pitched it and everything. And so she sent me all the training material. All righty. So you guys have an amazing evening. Thanks so much for being here. And remember, you're beautiful and I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.